Well, it's raining a little bit and I forgot my raincoat at home because I'm an idiot. But I'm going for a little walk here, looking for my favorite thing. That's right, great gray owls. I have to report how amazing it smells out here. It's just incredible. Just had a nice thunderstorm. It's nice and cool. And everything's just soaking wet. It's springtime. Things are starting to regrow. It's amazing. Damn, it smells good. It's not a big hill. It's enough to get it going though, you know. This is owl territory here. This is a perfect little meadow for a great gray owl to hunt in. Just gotta find an owl. It's a needle in a haystack, but I find needles in haystacks sometimes, so I'm gonna try and find one today. Still looking. Not finding yet. Ooh. Old school. Nice. Pull tab. Yay, it's a great gray. He just looked at me. That's exactly what I was hoping for. Excellent. Exciting. Finally, man, I probably hiked 3 miles so far, and I was actually headed back to my car. Nice. Yeah. Without fail, if I turn my eyes away from him, he's gonna fly away and disappear into the forest. They're like magicians. They disappear so well. I brought my Fuji X-T2 with a 100 to 400 millimeter lens on it, which it's already dark in here. The sun's gone down, so this is kind of the wrong lens to have that if I want to shoot any kind of action. You know, it's an f5.6 lens, which is pretty slow, and this isn't the greatest at low light with noise performance and high ISO. It's pretty good. If I had my choice, I would go back to the car and grab something a little faster. But if I take my eye off of this owl, he might disappear and I won't see him again tonight. But so I'm going to set this camera up. I'm going to shoot it wide open f5.6 because it is getting pretty dark. And I'm going to right now set an auto ISO for 1/125th of a second, which is really slow if this owl decides to fly. It'd be way too slow, everything would be blurry. But if it's in some nice perches, that's plenty fast to get a nice sharp picture of the owl handheld. So I'm going to set that up. If it does look like he's going to fly, I am going to, because I've got auto ISO enabled, I'm just going to switch my shutter speed dial real quick over to 1,000th of a second as fast as I can, and then make the shots. So I'll have it in tracking autofocus, and it'll shoot at 1,000th of a second, and then the camera will just crank up the ISO as far as it needs to go in order to make that 1,000th of a second. So that's kind of my plan. Now I'll go get into position and see if I can get some good stuff tonight. But I'm super stoked to find an owl. It's been a few weeks since I've seen one, so this makes me really happy. Alright, I'm slightly out of breath again because I climbed this hill to get a better view on the owl. And I'm out of shape. Whew. Anyway, he's down here, so I'm going to snap off a couple of pictures. I'm actually shooting down on the owl, which is unusual. Okay, he moved. He's in a beautiful aspen tree right here. Probably won't be able to see him with the little camera, but I'm going to take a couple pictures real quick. He's definitely hunting. So I want to keep my distance, give him plenty of space. Just wait and see what happens. This is me having a great time. I love this so much. Out alone in the backcountry with a wild great gray owl. For me, this is my happy place. So that owl, kind of bouncing around from perch to perch hunting, has now moved into the thick forest, and I lost sight of him, which happens all the time. And they blend in so well. Sometimes it's impossible to find them again. Oh, but look at that. I found him. Alright, this is great. He just flew down to the ground, landed on a log, was searching for prey right nearby. He didn't end up finding anything, but this is so fun. I love this. Wish he would have caught that gopher or whatever it was, but it's super gnarly right there. I don't know how he thought he was going to catch anything in that mess, but he kind of went down into this, down into that mess there. That was sweet. About 60 seconds after he made that failed attempt right at my feet, he heard something else, went over and caught it and ate it. That was awesome. I'm in this awesome lodgepole pine forest, and he was on the middle one of these 3 trees with a nice dark green conifer right behind it. It's going to be a really nice picture with the 3 lodgepole pines and the owl in the middle one. And the nice, beautiful dark background. It works really well. It's getting dark though. You can't really tell from the camera, I'm sure, but the sun went down and I'm in the middle of a forest, so it's dark. He's doing really good out here. He just caught his second meal in about 15 minutes. Seem to be little tiny things, little voles or something, not big fat gophers. He's a good hunter. I think I'm going to call it quits for the night. That was excellent, most excellent. I hiked a long ways before I found this owl and was super stoked to find him. Not only did I find him, but he was on the hunt and gave a really nice show. Super grateful that I found that owl. It was difficult, and the photography was difficult. It's dark in here, and there's lots of trees and deadfall and stuff to trip over and get in your way, and trying to find compositions and backgrounds, and it's just tricky, but super fun and super challenging on a bunch of levels, which I think is probably one of the reasons why I enjoy it so much. Great night here in Wyoming with a wild great gray owl doing its thing. He's a successful hunter, and I think I was a successful photographer. Win-win. Have a good one.